Hey everyone, so in today's video, super quick tutorial, we're just going to go over how to make a multiplier in your house. For the purpose of this video, on the scoreboard you can see we have a stat gold, and I'll be showing you how to increase the amount of gold when you right click an NPC, this could be whatever you want, as well as increase the multiplier. So let's say we have a 2 times multiplier, every time we click that NPC, our gold will be increased by 2, if our multiplier is 10, we get 10 gold each time, etc. But yeah, super quick, I'm going to show you how to do it right now. Just for the scoreboard, I'll just show you, go to systems, go to the scoreboard editor, and we have just a player stat, but obviously you can use the placeholders. I do have a full video on placeholders, so you want to make like a good looking scoreboard. But anyways, we have NPCs behind me, one that increases our gold stat as well as increases our multiplier stat. So if we interact with our gold stat, you could see that in the chat it says gold increased by 0 and is now 0. This is because our multiplier stat is 0x, which by default stats are. We want to make this 1x, or a 1 multiplier, because anything times 0 is 0. So we're going to go to our housing menu, go to event actions, go to player join. We're just going to have a condition on here that checks if the player stat requirement multi, which is the stat name that we're going to use for the multiplier, is equal to 0, which if it is, then in the if actions, we're going to set this to 1. So if they join, it's not set, we'll set it for them. I'll show you the code in these NPCs. So as for the increased multiplier stat, we're going to right click on this, or sorry, shift right click, go to click actions, and we have a change player stat. All we do is take multi and increase it by 1, and then we send a chat message that uses placeholders and says multiplier stat set to stat.player/multi. So if we right click this, it's set to 1. Now of course if we rejoined, it should already be set to 1. But now if we right click on the gold stat, we can right click, gold increased by 1 and is now 2, 3, 4, 5, and this will increase as we go. We add another to the multiplier, so now our multiplier stat is 2. We can go back over here and click on it, and now our gold is increased by 2, is now 8. Do it again, 10, 12, and now I'll show you what this guy does. So let's go inside, and we have 3 change player stats. The first one, we're going to set a stat I'm just calling gold base to 1, and this is the base amount of gold that whatever will give you. So maybe you're killing a monster, maybe you're getting a reward from playing, whatever you want. And then once we have that base, we can then take gold base and multiply by stat.player/multi. So once again, we take a base stat, gold base, set it to whatever we want the base to be. We'll multiply that by our multiplier stat, and then all we'll do is just set our gold increase by the base. So we set what it's meant to be here, and then we actually give them the stat here. And I just have a message that says the gold increased by our gold base and is now gold. Right click on this, you can see it's going up, and we'll increase our multiplier a bit more, and now it goes up by 5s. Before we end it off, I want to showcase if your stats aren't saving, how to fix that. So go to your housing menu, go to house settings, go to player data, and set the player stat duration, its default duration, to 14 days if you don't have Housing Plus, which is purchasable on the Hypixel store, or 365 days if you have Housing Plus, which means that the stats will save for either 14 or 365 days. I have Housing Plus, I'm going to go with 365 days. And if you want player location, inventories, health, and parkour progress, you can also set this to 365 days or 14 days if you don't have Housing Plus. But yeah, that's it. I appreciate you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. If you need help with your house, go ahead and join my Discord server. And if you're new to housing, definitely subscribe. I do housing content and tutorials pretty much at least once a week. But yeah, thanks for watching.